a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan. Then I ghosted out in a minivan.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Certainly happy to have you along. Chase McLaughlin has it on the tee, and off we go here in Tampa. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Dumps it complete to Miller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Inside handoff now. Miller. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ready, set.
2nd and 5. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Here we go. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you are closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's
where he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Buccaneers are on the board here first in the season opener. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? Now the game's being played. Figure it out both ways and try to find a way to win.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
10 cycles.
Back to throw now on first down. There's a short one caught by Johnson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they're fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Ready. Drill green. 10 black. Cut.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 21 yards away. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
180. Point it right.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
560.
1st down,
Here we go. Ready.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
On the double. 22 middle. Check. Hut. Set.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll drop the throw. This is caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Down. Hut.
Back to throw here. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Two yards to go, second down.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Buccaneers are once again back in front. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. Flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Set, ready. 52 close. Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Let's go now. 6, 50, green.
2nd and 3. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Well, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Come on, set. Yellow, trail green. Green jack. Hut, hut.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll give it up the middle to Miller.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
43 rails.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops that can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Set.
He'll look to throw.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Saints first down.
Ready.
A first down carry now for Miller.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
22 needle. Blue striker. Set. Yellow. 22. Set.
He'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Saints have moved out in front.
So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down.
Baker going to give it to Irving.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Mayfield down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that's all about recognition right there because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 38 yards.
And the Bucs have yet again retaken the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Saints 17. Chase McLaughlin on the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Here we go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 6. Now he's going to step up and run. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Let's go.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Drill green. Here we go. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RP. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
38. Blaster, 6.
They'll set up a throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
10 black.
They're going to look to throw. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Mayfield to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I ain't going to scan downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Mayfield. Looking middle, and he's got Ibuka. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
7-yard gain. And a First and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's caught by Mike Evans. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Mayfield. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And a catch right side by Evans. And the Buccaneers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
180! Hey, alert 33. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Watch.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to 48. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, alert,
At the Saints' 48-yard line.
180.
Here's Mayfield. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 44 yards.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Ready. Set.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
This ball complete to Trey Palmer.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Come on, set. Blaster, stick, black 40, right, white.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, there's that trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
From the gun, Mayfield. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
They'll try it now with Irving.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Mayfield off the play fake.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing. Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
They do get a couple, but they'll
staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Run.
To throw, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Buccaneers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa.
32. Ready?
They'll drop the throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Lavonte David.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
First down, here's White. Down to about the 32.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Makes the score
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. That's out wide for Palmer. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
That's good for the Saints. First down.
Ready.
19 yards.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
45, white, blue, yellow, blue striker. Cut.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
11-yard line.
Watch out now.
Now they'll change things up. Back to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd and 1 from the 2.
Come on, set. Black, 95. Seal, black. White, white.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Set. 33, yellow, ready?
Back to throw again. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. They'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Mayfield down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it fourth down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's first and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Douglas. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Chase Young. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long.
Kings. 180. Hey, alert.
Back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
180.
Well, the lead late in the fourth, and Mayfield's going to throw it. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Buccaneers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Dumps it complete to Miller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Striker, 3. Here we go. Smash, red.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. Now with his third touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Tampa Bay, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me.